We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds Tyler Croft. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike. Middle. Shift. Motion. Check nickel. Shoot. Ball. Be ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check Mike 21. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check Mike 21. Regular.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
Complete to Zay Jones. 12 yards on the play. Third down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
56, 56. Hey, exit. You want this? Hey, check one.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they are going for it. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. And
they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. That's the pass. Head up.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That's a jet sweep. They get it to Foster, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the ground, it's Harris. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen, it's caught. Jones. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Now Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Got one, I got one. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. So we got man.
Here's Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch up. Move.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So it's first and goal and a great up. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 68 yards on the ground.
First down and goal to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now for the point after. It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now on the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Harris looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd down, it's Moss. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
58, come on. Check.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Darnold. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage.
Second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Rock the pass. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We go, son. 58. If I'm red, 80, it's a slant. 58's the money. 58's the money. I'm coming for you, say. Delta. 58, right over there. Right red, 80. 58, right there. I want that.
Darnold from the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Allen. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Avery Williamson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.